Well, Chilean Spanish is 100% different from real Spanish. And Chileans know it too. They'll say how bad their Spanish is. Their grammar is bad. The way they write is bad. It's very fun and it's interesting. And a lot of missionaries get into it. They start to adapt to the Chilean Spanish. They start using their vocabulary, sometimes way too much. But Chilean Spanish is so different. Once you get there, you won't understand what they're saying. If you didn't know Spanish before, and even if you did, you'll get there and you won't understand what they're saying. I remember sitting on a train with two new elders. One was from Ecuador, and the other one was from Colombia. They arrived with me. And I could barely understand them, but the conversation that we muscled out was, I told them I can't understand what the Chileans are saying. And they just told me, us either. We can't understand them either because they speak just, the elderly people speak differently from the younger people, and just the middle-aged people, they speak differently too. And people in the north speak different from people in the south, and they all come to Santiago, so it's just, you don't know, like, one day you're talking with a Colombian, and then the next day you're speaking with a Chilean from the north, and you're speaking with a Peruvian the next day, then a Chilean from the south, and someone from Argentina, then someone from Spain. So at first it's just, wow, what Spanish am I supposed to use? Because they don't understand. I don't know. It was just way funny. But the Chileans, they're Spanish. They have a lot of types of Chilean Spanish. There's flaite, that's like more like what the younger delinquents use. It's more like just gangster, it's like slang. And then the older people will use just like ancient words that haven't been used in over 50 years that the young people don't even know. So once you're speaking with someone that's a little bit more, that's a senior citizen, that's more elderly, they have a different vocabulary. And there's just the accent is so funny. They speak really fast and they don't move their tongue a lot. They don't pronunciate very well. So, for example, the most famous thing that Chileans use, or that they say that's just funny for new elders and sisters at first, once they first arrive, is once you ask someone, ¿Cómo estás? Like, how are you? They'll say, más o menos no más po. Like, they'll say like, más o menos no más po. So that means more or less, and then po is just like a filler. They just say it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just something to say, just to finish off the sentence. And so instead of saying más o menos, they'll say más o menos no más po. They'll just like, they won't pronounce the S. Everything's put together. So that's hard at first, but once you leave Chile at the end of your mission, you're speaking just like they are. Then you'll get to America and you'll speak with your friends from Mexico or Guatemala, Cuba, and they won't understand what you're saying, and you have to be very specific, especially when it comes to vocabulary, because Chile just uses a completely different dictionary. There's actually books that people write for Chilean Spanish, and it's just dictionary. It's a dictionary of slang, of phrases that they use, and I won't even start with some of the words because there's too many. There's so many Chilean words that I don't even know where to start. You'll just have to buy the book or arrive to Chile with an open mind to get all the words that they use. And you'll end up, after 2 years, speaking just like them. And they'll laugh at you because they'll just be so surprised at your language that they'll think, wow, you're speaking just like we do, but you're an American. How's an American using those words and speaking like that? So it's very interesting.